But you've never been deported before?
We got Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
This is who every sanctuary city is protecting.
Only people are getting attacked.
Hey, real quick, check out the top link in the description below where you can learn how to get access to my Discord so we can hang out virtually and get to know each other on a more personal level. I look forward to seeing you over there. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. In this video, I'm going to show you how Dr. Phil, everybody's favorite neighborhood TV therapist, has just gone completely based. You know, Dr. Phil has been on like a based crusade lately, and I'm totally digging it. The left are losing their minds, and Dr. Phil's like,
take me outside, how about that?
Now I'm going to show you footage of actual raids happening, as well as Dr. Phil and Tom Holman talking about the 300,000 missing children and exactly what they plan on doing about it. I'm going to show you the mainstream media losing their minds. I'm going to show you the absolutely stunning statistics that the left doesn't want you to know about. And we're going to watch Tom Holman absolutely destroy Caitlin Collins. So buckle up, because you're not going to want to miss anything in this video. Real quick, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button? You know, when you like this video, you're not agreeing with the insanity, but you're helping push this video out to more people to help spread the truth. So let's take a look at the truth behind these targeted raids by ICE to get illegal criminals out of the United States of America. I think this is fantastic what Dr. Phil is doing here, actually filming, documenting exactly what's going on to basically show you the truth that the left and mainstream media don't want you to know.
Well, we just arrived in Chicago, and I'm getting ready to meet with Tom Holman, and we're going to brief what's happening tomorrow, what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, go over all the security protocol, because it's a pretty high risk mission that we're going on.
Now, when he says it's high risk, he's right. These are literal criminals, violent criminals that have done horrid things to children, who have taken lives.
It truly is a targeted ICE mission, because they're not sweeping neighborhoods like people are trying to imply. I know that because I've been involved in this heading into this. They've identified 270 high-value targets. And what I mean by that is these are known criminals and terrorists. We're talking about murderers, child rapists. We're talking about bad actors, both in the countries they've come from and since they've been here in the United States. Some of these people have 12, 15 arrest, indictments, some convictions in their home countries and here, but yet they're on the streets. So we're going after specific targets, not just sweeping neighborhoods and picking up anyone with a tan, anyone that looks like they don't belong here. Anybody belongs here.
Wow, that's point number one that mainstream media and the left doesn't want you to know, because they're trying to spin the narrative that this is something that the Trump administration, that Tom Holman is just going through neighborhoods and ripping families apart just for the sake of doing it, because it's fun. When in reality, what they are doing is targeting illegals, but which, by the way, remember, when an illegal is in America illegally, that's illegal, believe it or not. But their targets are people who have committed crimes in their own countries, known criminals who have done horrid, unspeakable things that the Biden administration welcomed into this country with open arms, in a lot of cases, allowed them to go free.
The problem that we have with some of the pushback that ICE has been getting from the sanctuary cities is they're saying, no, we don't want to cooperate with you. We don't want to give you access to some of the people that we may have arrested that may be in jails. You need to go get warrants.
Insane.
And we may give bail to these people. We may have a no bail situation and have them in for a time and turn them back out.
Yep.
And here's the point that ICE has made, and I think it's a good one. If these people are in detention and ICE agents can come into the jail and arrest them there and put them on the path towards deportation at that point, they can do that in complete safety.
Now keep that point in mind here. A lot of these blue states, sanctuary states, completely unconstitutional by the way, but a lot of these blue states, including states like California, New York, and many others. In fact, you saw Gavin Newsom and other politicians within California, literally as the wildfires, the worst wildfires in the state's history, they were literally holding special councils to figure out how to fight Trump's administration on illegal immigration, to the point where they even passed a $50 million Trump-proof California bill. And what it includes is protecting illegal aliens from deportation. And these sanctuary states are saying, no, we will not let you come in and arrest this person in jail for a crime they committed, and they're here illegally. We will not let you deport them. These states care more about protecting criminals than they do their own citizens. That is exactly the left in a nutshell.
One thing I've learned about Tom Homan since I've come to know him, but he's got three objectives. One, close the border, get it under control. Two, get the criminals, the dangerous people out of the communities and off the street. And three, rescue these missing children. There are over 300,000 missing children. Some of them may be with family. That's fine. Let's identify that. Some of them have been trafficked into sweatshops, really bad outcomes for these children.
I'm going to show you a stunning story about what the left, what the Biden administration thought about those 300,000 missing children. It's going to make you sick, but I implore you to please don't miss this.
Social media saying ICE was attacking an elementary school. He's scaring children. He's scaring the neighborhood, putting fear in the community. We're doing the exact opposite. We're saving children. Every predator we arrest means more safe children. So God bless the men and women of ICE. If you've seen today, we're not sweeping neighborhoods. This is a target enforcement operation. We spend a lot of time investigating these people. We know exactly who we're looking for. So it's a target enforcement operation. It's the right thing to do.
Now, the left hates the fact that Tom Homan and the Trump administration want to find these 300,000 missing children. In fact, the Chicago Tribune viciously attacked Dr. Phil for joining ICE as they deport offenders. This is the media in America comparing Dr. Phil to the Taliban for joining ICE on these targeted raids of heinous criminals. This is what the Biden administration had to say about those 300,000 children. This was just in December of 2024. Mayorkas says stopping trafficking of alien children is outside of the responsibility of DHS. Can you believe that? These 300,000 children, the Biden administration looked at them and said, well, that's not our problem. That's not our responsibility. Tom Homan and the Trump administration, on the other hand, they say, here's how Tom Homan plans to track down the 300,000 missing migrant children. He said, based on 3.5 decades doing this job, a lot of these children are going to be forced into what a horrible thing to imagine for these children. In fact, I think Harris Faulkner actually said it really well on Fox News.
Now, the second wave that Tom Homan, the borders are for Trump has told me about in all of this will focus on those missing children, hundreds of thousands of them that we know. And that number has started to already come down, Emily, from 300,000. So they've found about 75 to 80,000 of those kids already. If they can get the list of these guys, 4 full days in office for Trump, if they can get the list of where some of those kids have been, and they've been identifying it, since the election, going after them and trying to find those little ones, what in the world was Biden's administration doing? What was Secretary of Homeland Mayorkas doing when he said
nothing
to the committees on Capitol Hill, we don't know where those kids are, I'll look into it? No, dude, you obviously had a better way to find them, and you didn't do your job. I can't believe they impeached him and didn't remove him.
If this doesn't make you sick to your stomach, then I don't know what will. What will it take?
So forget the false narrative of sweeping neighborhoods looking for people different color than us. Forget that hogwash and look at what we actually did. We're proving it to them. How can you argue with the system we've set up?
Well, it's straight up. Are you going into schools and arresting children at schools?
No.
Or is anything like that happening?
No, sir.
Are you going into businesses and sweeping through there and taking anybody with a tan and seeing where they're from?
We go into businesses for a criminal enforcement operation, but again, sweeps don't occur anywhere.
The sweeps are not occurring. You're just not going in like seining for fish in a pond and just picking up. You're going targeted. If a criminal is working in a business and you have to pick them up there, you're going in for that target.
Absolutely.
And what's happening to me, it seems that these politicians are creating what they fear the most, and that is forcing ICE agents into the community as opposed to going to the jail where they just get the target and leave.
Yep. The narrative that the left and mainstream media is trying to push is blatantly false, and they know it. They're trying to use their scare tactics on Americans to believe something that is not real. I mean, that's what the mainstream media does every night. But it is not what they are saying it is. We must have enforcement, like Tom Homan is talking about here, where we are getting criminals off the streets. Illegal or not illegal, by the way. But in this case, he is the head of ICE, so his job is to get illegal criminals off the street. And that is exactly what he is doing. In fact, listen to these stunning statistics real quick.
It's a jaw dropper, to say the least. So to set the stage here, let me just explain what these numbers mean. ICE has something called a non-detained docket. Essentially what that is it means migrants who were encountered by DHS but are no longer in federal custody. So who's on this non-detained docket? It's illegal immigrants who were caught and released at the border, released with the court date years away. They're in immigration proceedings, combined with illegal immigrants who have already been ordered deported from the country by a judge but are still here roaming the country. So keep that in mind, this non-detained docket. According to a letter that the acting director of ICE just sent to Texas Congressman Tony Gonzalez, on ICE's non-detained docket, they're currently tracking 425,000 non-citizens who have been convicted of a crime.
Of 425,000, almost 16,000 of them have been convicted of this, and over 13,000 have been convicted of this. Yet we're supposed to, and this is who the left are taking sides with. This is who the left wants to defend over the American people. You see, Caitlin Collins, one of the biggest jokes in mainstream media, by the way, say this to try to get Americans to be against Tom Homan.
What we had heard from immigration advocates is that this is going to provide a chilling effect to parents in the school drop-off line or something of that matter.
It shouldn't be a chilling effect unless their child's a terrorist or a public safety threat. If they are a public safety threat and national security threat, they should be chilled. They should be afraid because we're looking for them.
I love Tom Homan's response to the media. I've done videos before showing his response to the media and how he just says it straight. He doesn't hold back, and that's exactly what we need. In fact, listen to this outrageous claim by the mainstream media and a prominent Democrat senator.
Tom Homan there saying that while criminals are the priority, national security threats, public safety threats, that he is warning everyone in this country illegally, and the estimates are 11 million, to leave. What effect do those warnings have?
Well, look, I mean, clearly they're trying to deter people from coming, and they're trying to send notice to people here, that this could be happening to them. I think, they campaigned on this, and one of the things that to me has been a real hallmark when I listen to some of these immigration announcements lately is that it's like they're still in the campaign, right? Now you have to govern. Now you're in the seat. You have to actually make this work with the money you have available.
They're trying to make it sound like, scary boogeyman, scary bad man Tom Homan is telling people not to come here illegally. How dare he? And then on top of that, the cherry here is that she says everything that ICE is doing, it sounds, and like Tom Homan, what he's saying, it sounds like they're still campaigning. Now they need to actually do their jobs. This is something that is foreign to a lot of politicians, by the way, actually doing their jobs. So when someone actually does their job, they don't recognize it. They don't care about the truth, the truthy truth. They care about making things up and spinning it to try to be the new truth that you fall for. So while she's claiming that ICE isn't actually doing their jobs, here are day-to-day, single-day statistics by ICE. On January 26th, they had 956 arrests. On the 27th of January, they had over 1,100 arrests. On January 28th, yesterday, as of the recording of this video, they had 969 arrests with 869 detainers lodged. They are doing their jobs. In fact, they've done more within a few days than the Biden administration did in 4 years. In fact, it's for these very criminals that you have celebrities like Selena Gomez coming on and fake crying.
I just want to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. They don't understand. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
This is embarrassing. Like, when you watch something or you see something happen and you get embarrassed even though it didn't happen to you, but you get that sense. That's how I feel right now watching this. This is who Selena Gomez and all these liberal husks are crying about. The first arrest in Chicago with Tom Homan was a convicted offender and internet predator from Thailand. Watch this.
What's your name?
Seda.
Seda what? You have a first and last name?
Sam.
Seda Sam?
Yes.
Where were you born?
Thailand.
You've been deported before from the United States?
No.
Never been deported?
I've been in the system before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you been charged with
Charged with?
before?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna talk my lawyer.
Yeah. Are you a citizen?
My mom's a citizen.
Your mother's a citizen?
Yes.
But you're not?
Nope. We got Dr. Phil. We got Dr. Phil.
Yeah? How do you know me?
No, I seen Dr. Phil, on TV.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, this is an example of sanctuary cities, right? We got an illegal alien convicted of sex crimes involving children. He's walking the streets of Chicago. The problem with a sanctuary city that people like us walk in the street rather than law enforcement working with federal agents. This is what we're dealing with.
This is who Selena Gomez is crying about. This is who every sanctuary city is protecting. Let me just encourage you with this. This is Proverbs chapter 30. Look at verse 5. Every word of God proves true. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. Let's never stop standing on truth, looking to the word of God, and taking refuge in him who will be our shield no matter what comes against us. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button. When you like this video, to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video.